Yeah, so same here, right? But I used to go to therapy, but then I discovered stand-up comedy. Yeah, and then I started going to comedy open mics, and it's cheaper than therapy. The copay is only 2 drinks. And then they give you this emotional support microphone. And I don't know if I'm getting any better, but I did learn something about myself. I learned that I enjoy having 2 drinks. And I don't mind doing it because it's for a worthy cause. Keeps the young comedians off the streets at night. And I get to have 2 drinks. So yeah. And my wife and I are Catholic. So for Lent she decided no drinking. So that meant no alcohol when I was with my wife. So for Lent I went to open mics every night. So drink up. Think of it as group therapy with drinks. So, Halloween. What's the worst thing you can give out for Halloween? Smarties. Did somebody say fentanyl? Oh my God. There's some horrible people. I don't feel so bad now because I was handing out granola bars. And well, my wife went to work, and I was in charge of the trick-or-treaters, and all she left was a box of granola bars. And she said, no, I don't want to ruin their teeth, and they should have a healthy diet. So the first kids come to the door, I hand out granola bars, and they're walking away disappointed, and they're telling all the kids, don't go to that house. They're handing out granola bars. And no one else came to the house. So I put that box of granola bars out on the front porch, and I put a sign that said, take 1. And then the first kids came back and returned their granola bars. So I'm glad that was over. And I'm really happy to be here because I'm married with children, and I enjoy speaking for 5 minutes uninterrupted. Nobody listens to me at home, so I have an Alexa. Yes, Alexa listens to me. And when I first got Alexa, I said, Alexa, play some coffee house music. And she said, regular or decaf? And my wife comes running in and she says, I hear you talking to your girlfriend. I'm like, no, it's Alexa. Listen, she's playing decaffeinated music. And now I'm really nervous because I'm afraid she's going to find out about my other 2 girlfriends, Siri and Cortana. So, yeah. A little bit about myself. I identify as Mexican. And some people don't believe I'm Mexican because I don't have a mustache. And I speak English. But I do come from a small Mexican family of 6. My mother's family and my father's family each had 15 children. And my mother thinks she's still a virgin because she only had 6 children. Yeah. And then growing up, I used to hear a lot of derogatory things about Mexicans. Like when I went to the library, I would hear, Mexicans don't read books. I started playing sports, I heard, Mexicans don't play ice hockey. I joined the Boy Scouts. I heard Mexicans don't go camping. And that was just my mother. She didn't want to pay for anything. And one time my mother told me, you're in America, speak English. But she told me in Spanish. And sometimes I feel like life is a birthday party and I'm a piñata. And my mother's swinging the stick. Yeah. So, anybody take Spanish in school? Yeah. Yeah. Let's do a little quiz. Hola. ¿Cómo está? All right. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Oh, muy bien. So I teach Spanish at a university. And so there's a foreign language requirement, and a lot of students take Spanish because they think it's the easiest language to learn. They think all you have to do is add O to any English word. I asked one student, Robert, what can you say in Spanish? And he says, Mayo namo is Roberto. And I said, well, Roberto is in Spanish. And some students think they know Spanish because they can say words like taco, fajita, yo quiero Taco Bell. So, yeah, so I like asking students, why are you taking Spanish? And I get all kinds of interesting answers like, oh, Spanish is a beautiful language. My girlfriend's family speaks Spanish. One student told me, at the restaurant where I work, all the cooks speak Spanish. He worked at P.F. Chang's. And after about the 6th week of the semester, he asked me, what kind of Spanish are you teaching us? I don't understand what the cooks are saying. None of the words are in the dictionary. And I asked him to tell me what they were saying, and I said, oh, they're swearing at you. They want you to study, no, I'm sorry, they want you to work harder. Yeah, so, we foreign language teachers have a joke we like to share. What do you call someone who speaks 2 languages? Bilingual. What do you call somebody who speaks 3 languages? Trilingual. What do you call somebody who speaks 1 language? American. Ding, 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 ding. You get extra credit. Yeah, but I only told that joke to point out that this Mexican did not steal any American jobs. All right? So, yeah. Oh, who loves Mexican food? Yeah, all right. You know who else loves Mexican food? Mexicans, yeah. Well, yeah, obviously. But you know, Mexicans just call it food. Okay, but you know who else loves Mexican food besides Mexican and you guys? Racists. If we could only use it to stop racism, right? I was watching the January 6th insurrection, and I was really disappointed by the lack of Latino representation. I couldn't believe there was not one taco truck there. So, yeah. Oh, the other day I was gonna have a cup of coffee, but my coffee maker broke. And I couldn't wait 2 days for Amazon to deliver one, so I go to Walmart. But I made the mistake of wearing a blue polo shirt. And I'm checking out the coffee makers, and this elderly woman comes up to me and starts asking me questions about the coffee makers, and I was able to answer them all. I had done my research. And she finally picks one out. I put it into her cart, and just then 2 Walmart employees come up to me, and I'm thinking, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. And they tell me, hey, it's break time. So I go to the break room. I have a cup of coffee. And to make a long story short, on Sunday I'm subbing for Sheila. And I bought a coffee maker with my employee discount. The pause that refreshed us. Did you know you can buy white tequila? You know, it's just water. I have to say that, the boss is listening. So anyway, let's see. Oh yeah, my name's David Diego Rodriguez, as I was introduced, but my stage name is David Diego Rodriguez. And I'm just following the family tradition of being poor. No, I'm always broke, you know? But nobody really notices because I'm asymptomatic. I'm really poor. I go to Jimmy John's for the free smells, you know. One time I was a victim of identity theft, and my credit score went up. I felt so rich. I didn't report it right away. I finally got that car loan. You know, so, I know I'm getting older, and I first realized that when young people started to call me sir, but it didn't really hit me until I went to Ross Dress for Less, and I realized, what am I doing here? And I automatically got the discount, the senior discount. They're like, oh yeah, that's it. And I said, congratulations, you're now in the Tuesday club. You know? But yeah, yesterday my neighbor told me, hey, I saw you walking the other day. And I was offended. I was actually running. Cars were pulling over to offer me a ride home. And my wife wants me to dye my hair so I look younger. And I said, no, I want people to know that I have suffered. I want to look extinguished, you know. So, and then growing older too, your tastes change. So like now, when I look at women, I have a different sense of what I like, you know. It's like, so sometimes I'll see two women walking down the street, I'm like, whoa, she's kind of hot, right? But then I look, it's like, but her mother's even hotter. You know, I don't know what it is, right? And my neighbor, I covet my neighbor's wife's car. She has a sports car, and I watch her wash the car, you know. And the other day too, I was watching TV late at night, and I'm watching, it's like, oh man, that woman is really hot. It was Flo, the Progressive Insurance. And it's really hard. I'm watching, and they're flashing her phone number on the screen. It's hard for me not to call her up. You know? So yeah. It's great. So yeah, I don't like, no, I should brag. I was in a movie once, you know. Yeah, it was a porno movie. No, really, I was typecast into this movie. I played the husband who goes to work. But it was a speaking part. You know, not everybody gets to speak in those movies, right? And before I go to work, I tell my wife, remember to let the plumber in. And boy, does she let the plumber in. And then she lets the DoorDash guy in. And then she lets the Uber Eats guy in. And in fact, she let all three of them in at the same time. You have to check out this movie. It's called Thank You, Essential Workers. All right. Okay, I think I did my job warming up the audience. And so now, yay, hooray for me. So thank you very much. And we have